Happy Sunday, everyone, which means it's Herb of the Week, and today I'm doing Mullein. Mullein is your respiratory tonic, and in my opinion, it is a must for your natural medical preps. Um, it opens your lungs. Now, whether that is from like irritation and a dryness, or you're having spasms or some type of tightness, or if it's from like wet or dry respiratory problems, because it does expel mucus, colds, flus, um, people who have Rona and get hit hard with the respiratory part of it. It works really well for them. If you have asthma or COPD, it helps with that. It doesn't matter if it's sore throat, bronchitis, laryngitis, when people get that hoarseness in their voice and throat, it helps with that. Um, which is, it has other, so any breathing issues you think about respiratory, this is going to be your go-to herb for that. Also, and you can do this in a tea, tincture, or an infused oil. If for a tincture or an infused oil, it treats ear infections, 1 to 2 drops in each ear. Another really good thing this is used for is bursitis. If you make like a really strong tea and then just soak a cloth in that, take it out, wring it out so it's nice and warm, and put it on the affected joint where you have bursitis, and when that absorbs into you, it works really well for that. Also, it is antimicrobial, so if it's some type of bacterial thing, internal and external, it does help with things like staph and E. coli. If you have something on your skin, you can use that, the tea, tincture, or oil for that, whichever, you have on hand or works for you. It works really well. Now, my thing is always buy the bulk already dried, if you can, because you can use that in yourself and not be just stuck to, I just bought an oil, or I just bought a tincture, or I just have tea bags. You're going to be able to, use that, in many different ways in one product. With the tea, you take 1 to 2 teaspoons and boil in water. Drink that a few times a day if you're sick. With your tinctures, I would do 1/4 of a teaspoon 3 to 4 times a day, depending on what you're treating. And I talked to you about the ear drops, 1 to 2 drops in each ear. Oils, you can use those for ear infections also, but anything topical, those work for. And oils aren't as strong as tinctures, like an infused oil. And when I do my infused oils, I use either olive oil or coconut oil. That's just my preference. And they have, good benefits for those two as well. Some people do have a contact dermatitis from touching mullein. Usually it's when it's a fresh, it's not been dried, they can get that. So again, do the skin test, with that if you've never been in contact or used it before. But it's usually pretty well tolerated. I have never foraged for mullein myself, so I can't give any advice, on that. Now there are some warnings with mullein, and I'm going to list those in the description also. But if you are on anti-diabetics medicines, any muscle relaxers, or any kind of like prescription diuretics, you're not supposed to consume mullein. So don't use that. And pregnant and nursing women shouldn't either. And of course, always an extra precaution. If you are on prescription medicines, you can always call your doctor or pharmacist and ask and say, hey, is this safe, to drink or use if I'm on this? Safety first, I always say. But that's a really good one that I feel like everyone should learn about and know how to use and have on hand. And again, if y'all have any questions, always email me. And otherwise, you guys be well. God bless, and I'll see you next time.